You're watching WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon. The news continues on WKYT. Glad you're with us on this Monday.
Well, some of us are getting a break. Other parts of our area will still see storms today. The threat mainly to our southeast.
Although that's spreading a little bit to the north as well. Those storms could bring flooding, and we have declared a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day that remains in effect. Let's begin with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, we're already seeing those showers and thunderstorms spark up. I do want to show you this, though. This is extending northeast, okay? So if you're right along the BG Parkway, this literally rides right along the BG Parkway, and we will get clipped by this northern extent of it into Lexington. We talked about it this morning where Lexington had about a 30–40% chance of rain. I'd bump it up more to a 40–50% now that I see how far north it's gone, and it's about 20–30 miles from what models were showing earlier this morning. So it's jumped up just a little bit, but still northern half. Don't expect a lot of rain out of this, if any at all. It's really Lexington and southbound. That is your best bet to see these showers and thunderstorms roll on through. Some of those are pretty heavy downpours already, a lot of lightning, but look to the north of those storms, okay? To the north of it, you're talking about just some moderate to heavy rain. And so this will start to fade away to the north because all this to the south of it is going to grab that moisture and continue to build with those thunderstorms, and then you'll start to see that shift over toward the east and southeast as we travel through the rest of the afternoon, off into the evening hours. Now we go throughout the night, and throughout the night it really does fade away. You'll have a few showers in far southeastern quadrant, but I don't see any thunderstorms to keep us up tonight, and only a couple of showers for tomorrow, but it's those temperatures that really dive. I'll show you that, and also my flooding concern coming up.
Micah, thank you. And this weekend's flooding has turned deadly. The body of a man swept away by floodwaters last night in Owen County was found early this morning. Paul Schweitzer's body was found about 3 miles from his home. His wife tried to save him, but couldn't reach him in time.
I'm still watching for him.
It's not sunk in that he's not going to be there when we wake up. I'm not going to get no more high fives. Hasn't quite sunk in.
Rescuers and family members spent about 10 hours searching before they found Schweitzer.
We're getting a better view of the damage storms left behind in Jessamine County. Now, this video from Officer Don is just into our newsroom. You can see high winds rip the roofs off of 2 barns at Atlas Farms on Keene Road. Most of the larger barn is still intact. Winds flattened a smaller nearby barn. No one was injured when the storms moved through. Well, the focus of the Democratic race for the 2016 presidential nomination is shifting to Kentucky.
Hillary Clinton is expected to arrive in Ashland in about 15 minutes from right now. WKYT Sean Moody is there for the Clinton visit.
This is the first of a few events Hillary Clinton will have throughout Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. Today's event has brought out a little bit of a crowd. You can see them here on the sidewalk. They're hoping to catch a glimpse of Hillary Clinton as she goes into Alma's Italian, which is right across the street. That's the Italian restaurant where they will be having this campaign event today. Now, according to a news release from the campaign, Clinton will meet with voters, promising to fight to raise their incomes and expand opportunities for them and their families. This event is scheduled to start at 12:45 this afternoon. We haven't heard how many people they'll actually allow into that restaurant, but a lot of people here are at least hoping to catch a glimpse from outside. Now, across the street over on that corner, there is a smaller group of protesters. We talked to them about why they say Hillary Clinton is not the right candidate.
What I want to do is to, I guess, try and make people aware of what's going on, let them know that this is not the right candidate. There are so many things that her and herself and Mr. Clinton have done to kind of gut the industry. I mean, people need to inform themselves before they vote.
Now, when Chelsea Clinton helped to open Hillary Clinton's campaign office back in Lexington, the Republican Party of Kentucky put out a statement saying that she should take time to talk with coal miners, who they say Clinton has promised to put out of work. Clinton is scheduled to actually meet with retired coal miners later this afternoon in West Virginia. In Ashland, Sean Moody, WKYT.
Sean, thank you. And Clinton's challenger on the Democratic side, Senator Bernie Sanders, will pay a visit to the Commonwealth tomorrow. Sanders will hold a rally at the Waterfront Park in Louisville. It's scheduled for 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That free event is open to the public.
2 more teens have been charged in connection to a Mercer County high school student's murder. Megan Sims and Zachary Lay, both 18, were arrested over the weekend. Police say they helped sell the gun used to kill 17-year-old Tristan Cole. He was found shot to death off Deep Creek Road in April. A 3rd teen is charged in his murder.
We're glad that some of the stories coming out. We're glad that the people that's involved is actually getting arrested. We don't know a lot because they won't tell us a lot, of course. But we just want justice for Tristan. Is what we want. You know, we want the people guilty punished.
Sims is out of jail. Lay is still in custody and expected to be in court in about 30 minutes. State police confirm Sims and Lay are students at Mercer County High School. Well, a Georgetown police officer is recovering from injuries suffered in an arrest.
As WKYT's Mike Byer shows us, the officer still caught the suspect despite being hurt. That story is new here at 12:30. Mike?
A Georgetown police officer is home from the hospital after he was hurt in the line of duty. Last Thursday, Sergeant Nick Lodahl was injured while arresting a wanted teenager. Sergeant Lodahl, along with other officers, spotted the suspect in the Northern Heights area. The teen was able to flee from the officers, but was eventually arrested after a short foot pursuit. While trying to take the suspect down, Sergeant Lodahl received multiple injuries, including a broken and dislocated shoulder. He was taken to UK Hospital, but has since been released and is now recovering at home.
They were able to get his shoulder back in place. They have him in a protective sling, and he's going to be off work for some time while that heals. We've had a tremendous outpouring from our community. We truly appreciate that.
Now the teenager in the case has been charged with third-degree assault. In Georgetown, Mike Byer, WKYT.
Mike, thank you. And Sergeant Lodahl has been a part of the Georgetown police force for 6 years and was recently promoted to sergeant. A Confederate statue near the University of Louisville campus won't be moved just yet. This morning, a judge temporarily banned the city from moving the monument. The statue was given to Louisville in 1895 to commemorate the Kentuckians who died for the Confederacy during the Civil War. The sons of Confederate veterans and Everett Corley, a Republican congressional candidate, filed for the restraining order today. The judge scheduled a hearing for Thursday, but again, did give that temporary restraining order. More reasons to breastfeed premature babies.
And why brain injuries are becoming more prevalent on the playground. Our Better Living report's coming up on WKYT.
Looking at showers and thunderstorms across the region, especially south of I-64 as we travel off into your afternoon. We're going to talk about those thunderstorms if we're seeing severe weather and also my flooding concerns coming up next.
Only the Talk has the official Daytime Emmy after party.
Ain't no party like a talk party, because a talk party don't stop.
Today, the winners live.
And juicy stories. And I may even tell you how I got these.
Party with the Talk.
Go ahead.
On CBS.
Ever wish you could say whatever you wanted?
Mayonnaise. Shower. Bingo.
She's so crazy.
1 full hour starting at 7 on the CW Lexington.
If you've been injured on the job, do yourself and your family a favor. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about all of your legal rights. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
What's behind your Murphy door?
A game room, office, playroom, or valuables. The Murphy door holds up to 300 pounds and is completely functional even when the shelves are full. All Murphy doors feature a patented hinge or roller system that's backed by a lifetime warranty, providing you functional space and peace of mind for years to come. Build your Murphy door online today or visit our new showroom in Lexington, now located on Fortune Drive. Visit themurphydoor.com. Use promo code LEX5 to receive 5% off.
Enjoy 0% financing every day on every Tempur-Pedic at every Sleep Outfitters. Find Tempur-Pedic queen sets as low as $34 per month. Buy now and make it an adjustable for the same monthly payment. Read, relax, watch TV, all from the comfort of your Tempur-Pedic adjustable bed. With 0% financing for 5 years and 16 models available for immediate delivery. Now's the time to get your Tempur-Pedic at Sleep Outfitters.
Man, your game's really off.
Man, my car got sideswiped and my shoulder's killing me.
What have you done about it?
Well, I made a doctor's appointment. My car's in the shop.
I mean about your legal rights.
Well, I just assumed that...
Don't assume. You need to call Legal Options and speak to one of their experts.
Legal Options?
And you need to do it right now.
Remember, you've got options. Call Legal Options at 1-800-777-7774 now.
Come on, hon, let's go.
I don't mean right now. I'm balling at 250.
Accelerate your career plan. Kelly Services is now hiring production associates at Toyota Motor Manufacturing in Georgetown. great pay, and premium benefits package. For details and application, go to kellyservices.us/TMMK.
Every house has electricity. Shouldn't every house have an electrician?
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Mix 94.5.
It is loud and active back toward the west end of the southwest, and that's the area that we're seeing those thunderstorms spark, but that doesn't mean that's the best chance at actually seeing any severe weather. Let me talk about this real quick and show you what I'm looking at. Go south of the main focus to the northern extent. The main focus is right along that BG Parkway, and if you watch the trajectory of this, it's actually moving northeast. Now, Lexington, I do expect at least downtown Lexington and southbound to at least get clipped by a couple of these showers. Now, I don't expect a lot of rain out of this here in Lexington, but at least get clipped. Now, go south of that, then you're talking about some of these storms moving through Columbia. Go off into now Liberty, right there in Casey County. This is moving northeast, so if you're sitting there and say Crab Orchard in Lincoln County, you're going to be seeing this here in the next 30 minutes. Also, one just rolled over Burnside Marina. That's moving northeast, so Livingston, you're next in line. London, you're next in line as well. It looks like most of that should go just to the north of you guys, London, but you have plenty on the way. Trust me on that. The flooding concerns out of this is going to be down toward the southeast. That's your best bet, because here's the best chance of rain anywhere south of this line. You go north of that into Georgetown, Frankfort, not a good chance, 10 to 20%. You could get clipped by a couple of showers, but that's about it. And then it moves on out. It's very brief, if anything at all. Now down south, that's a different story. Heavy rain will be on its way. If you walk outside right now, you can feel how sticky it is. You know something's in the air. You know something's heading your direction. Now, Storm Prediction Center has actually changed this and modified it just a bit. It's actually shifted it a little bit farther down toward the southeast, and also thrown in a slight risk right along the mountainous regions in far southeastern Kentucky, really the border of Virginia and Kentucky. So the severe risk, you're talking marginal, you're talking minimal risk at any severe weather. However, flooding is still my main concern. It was this morning, it was this past weekend. It's going to be my main concern for today, and you can see that. Hail, not a big concern. Winds, not a big concern out of that either. But heavy downpours and a lot of lightning flowing out of this. That will cause some problems there in east and southeastern Kentucky, because you already have some of these creeks and rivers. They're a little saturated at the moment. You throw more rain into that, throw it on the mountains and the hills, and it slides right down in there. And you're going to cause some problems, a lot of swelling going on with some of these waterways. So that's the main concern going into the rest of the afternoon. I talked about it this morning. A lot of people are afraid of tornadoes and hurricanes. And we talk about this in schools when I go to school talks a lot. But floods take more lives by far than tornadoes and hurricanes. By far. We have a story every single time it floods around here about somebody driving off into that. That is a no-do. Do not do that. I know we talk about that and say that a lot, but that's one thing you just don't want to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You cannot take a chance.
No, unfortunately, today we have the results of that.
Yep.
All right, Micah, thank you very much. A new reason to breastfeed premature babies, and there's some new data on brain injuries on the playground.
Brian Webb has details in this Better Living report.
More children are ending up in the ER from playground accidents. CDC numbers show traumatic brain injuries from falls on monkey bars and swings have jumped since 2005. More than half of the children treated are between 5 and 9 years old. A new study suggests preemies fed mostly breast milk in the first month have significant brain growth. Researchers in St. Louis say babies fed more breast milk had larger brain volumes and possibly better cognition as they grow. And new research links autism and aerial spraying for mosquitoes. The findings show neighborhoods with pesticide spraying often have a higher rate of children with autism. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Brian Webb for CBS News, New York.
Coming up, are you heading out to Keeneland for Oaks or Derby Day?
We have everything you need to know for a fun day at the track. Next on WKYT.
Papa, can I take the car to the party?
No.
You can't say no to any size sweet tea or McCafe iced coffee for $1.
Do you play the TV too loudly? Are you having difficulty listening? Well, I used to, but not anymore.
We're seeking 100 people with problems hearing to take part in the 10-day challenge, evaluating a new revolutionary high-tech hearing device the size of a pencil eraser.
Appointments will go fast. Call the number below to try the minioscopic hearing solutions, helping you listen to what you're missing.
Torture of an elderly woman in a nursing home.
Her grandmother was being abused. Nationwide, about 1 in 3 homes have been cited for abuse.
Nursing home abuse happens daily, and our loved ones need protection. If you or someone you love has experienced nursing home abuse, call 800-800-4600. If your loved one has suffered from malnutrition, dehydration, broken bones, or bed sores, don't wait. Call Hughes and Coleman. Call 800-800-4600. You need to act now.
Used cars are in short supply, so I need your trade. Right now, at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, get up to $5,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for any trade. During the spring clearance event, new 2015 Jeep Renegade Sports are just $189 a month. New 2016 Ram Bighorn Crew Cab four-wheel drives are only $199 a month. And if you have a job and a valid driver's license, we want to approve you. Only at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Gaviscon is a proven heartburn remedy that gives you fast-acting, long-lasting relief. It immediately neutralizes acid, and only Gaviscon helps keep acid down for hours. For fast-acting, long-lasting relief, try doctor-recommended Gaviscon.
B-Boys was started by a couple of neighbors as a hobby. Today, it's a thriving business that sells honey from hives surrounded by fields of clover in Shelby and Casey counties. When you buy Kentucky Proud, you're getting homemade freshness and quality. Look for B-Boys Honey and other Kentucky Proud products available every day at Kroger.
Make it a sweet week of savings. Delicious B-Boys Honey is just $7.99. And bring home a Kern's Derby pie for $9.99. Great food, low prices at Kroger.
Kentucky Branded is your home for Mother's Day and all things KY. New ladies' items, jewelry, and accessories, all 25% off, plus an additional 50% off clearance. Monogramming and personalization items available. Fayette Mall, next to Saul Good. KentuckyBranded.com.
Hey, it's great to have you with us here on WKYT as our noon news hour continues. If you're heading out to Keeneland for Oaks or Derby Day, there are some things you should know to help make your day go as smoothly as possible.
Matt May, Keeneland Media Relations Manager, is here with details, and we do thank you very much for coming
Absolutely.
in.
Thanks for having.
First of all, this is fun. You know, it's a more manageable scene if people will head out and enjoy all there is to offer at Keeneland. Tell us about the event.
Yeah, it's really become, an extremely popular event for people who don't want to go and deal with all the traffic and the crowd, the 150,000 people or so at Churchill Downs. You know, Keeneland gives us a place where they can come and experience all of the same things, but in a more family-friendly, a smaller, lower-key environment. So one of the things that's really neat is the paddock and the walking ring are open, so fans can come and they can picnic, you know, bring their blankets, their chairs. There's live music and food, and a really family-friendly environment, children's activities throughout the day, and of course they can wager on the Derby too, which most people want to throw a few dollars down on that.
Right.
Makes it a very nice day. Tell us a little bit more about the dining.
Yeah, the dining rooms actually are sold out, so it tells you how popular an event that it's been. But there's food trucks. The hill will be open, which is the tailgating area up near the entertainment center. There'll be food trucks, wagering options up there as well, live music there. There's one of the things that Keeneland has done with Keeneland Hospitality is we've revamped some of the food options, and so there's a couple of smokers, which every day when you leave you can smell those, and all you want to do is grab a plate of food. So a lot of options for people to also be able to sit in the grandstand if they want and watch the tote board, the big screen on the tote board there. There's over 1,000 TVs throughout the facility, so there's room to maneuver, you know, find what option is best for you and how you want to spend the day celebrating the Derby and Oaks the day before.
And you can walk right up to the window and place your bets just as you would on a day at Keeneland, right?
Absolutely. It's the exact same. You just don't have live horses on the track. Otherwise, it's a very similar day for people. And like I said, it's very family friendly. You know, you see a lot of people that come out, and they come out early. The gates open at 9 o'clock both days. People will be there bright and early trying to stake their place and have a day that they can spend with family and friends and wager.
Is there anything you can't bring or should not bring?
Yeah, pets aren't allowed. Glass containers, alcohol, You can bring a cooler with picnic. They will check it, security will check it on that, but by and large, no tents inside. So a few things like that. And there's more information. All the details are on Keeneland.com, where it'll tell you kind of where you can park. You know, parking is free both days. Derby Day is $5. Children are free. Oaks Day is free. Admission for everyone.
Well, very good. Thanks for coming in.
Very good. Thank you.
And congratulations on a great spring meet, by the way.
Yeah, Micah and the guys and Chris dialed up some great weather after those first 2 days. And it's supposed to be gorgeous. I was just watching in the room. It's supposed to be gorgeous this weekend, too. So come on out and join us.
Looks like a real winter. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll start your Derby Day off with a delicious Kentucky breakfast.
What's cooking at Waveland State Historic Site? Next on WKYT.
Hello everyone, Amber Canoy here from momseveryday.com. We have Jen Jordan with us today, a top leader with Young Living Essential Oils. I am loving this gorgeous weather. It's May. Love getting the kids outside as soon as I get home from work. So tell us about the oil of the month.
The oil of the month for May is one of my favorites. It's an oil called citronella. This is just such an awesome smell. I love this oil. The way that I use it is I make a gel with this. So I buy some aloe gel at your local health food store, put it in a little bottle like this, and I add maybe 20 to 25 drops for 4 ounces of aloe gel. And then I can just shake this up, put it on everybody in the family. We put it on our arms and our legs before we go outside, and just a great smelling oil for outdoors. I also like to use citronella on a diffuser necklace. And so this necklace is made out of clay, and it will absorb the essential oil into it, and then I can just smell that citronella all day long.
Go online to momseveryday.com.
Hitting someone at 35 miles per hour is like throwing them off a 4-story building. A little extra speed is a lot more deadly. Slow down, Lexington.
On Tuesday, I buried my dentures under 23 tons of cement. And I really freaked out because I needed my mouth for a very important event. So I called Aspen Dental, got in right away, and they made my new choppers in just a few days. And thanks to that service, I'm happy to say I ate the most hot dogs in history today.
With dentures starting at just $3.99 and ready in days, not weeks. Dentistry's never been easier. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
For many Kentuckians, Oaks Day is Kentucky's special day at the races. Yet until 1991, there was no garland to crown our champion filly. Then Churchill Downs commissioned the Kroger Floral Shop to create a special garland. And so, a tradition was born. On Friday, the fillies will run for the lilies. A new First Lady of Racing will be crowned. And Kroger will send her flowers.
I'm attorney Darrell Isaacs, the Hammer. I've seen too many times the devastation that big trucks like these can cause a family, an income, and a life. Truck wrecks cause big injuries and bring out the insurance company's big bullies. I don't get bullied. I'm on top of them. I've got over 23 years experience knocking bullies down to size. If you've been hurt by a big truck accident, call me. I'll work hard to get you every dollar you deserve.
Hurt in a truck wreck? Get the Hammer.
Hit me at 35 miles an hour. There's a 45% chance I'll die. Slow down to 25 and I'll probably live. A little extra speed is a lot more deadly. Slow down, Lexington.
Have something that needs investigating? Email us or call the WKYT Investigates tip line.
Welcome back in. Great to have you with us. Derby Week is underway, and when you think of Derby Day, horses, history, and Kentucky all come to mind. Waveland State Historic Site is now hosting 2 special Derby breakfasts this year.
To learn all about it, we're joined by Charlotte Reed, Park Sales Coordinator at Waveland. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
It looks wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
You make us hungry here. And so there will be 2 different breakfasts. Explain that.
We do.
Yeah.
We have the first one we have in the barn. It is more buffet style. We'll have on the menu hot brown casserole, sausage, egg, cheese casserole, biscuits and gravy, pastries, fruit. That one we have 3 different seatings, one at 9, one at 11:30, and one at 9, one at 9:30, and one at 11 o'clock. And then we have a special one in the house. That one will be served on fine china, just like this. We have a 4-course meal. You'll start out with the different fruit and scones, homemade scones. Then after that, you'll be served shrimp and grits. After that, you'll have the hot brown casserole with asparagus, and following up with some pastries.
You really try to make this very traditional Kentucky fare.
Absolutely. We try to actually bring in the whole Kentucky history of racing and Waveland, and you'll get a tour of Waveland as well as the traditional food.
Tell us a little bit about Waveland and its connection to horse racing.
Well, the Bryans were very well known in the trotter community as well, but they also had a lot of very interesting character horses that in the thoroughbred industry. If you go back in history to the Bryans, you would have seen 2 racetracks on the property there. Ultimately, that was the demise of Waveland from private ownership from the Bryans.
So if people are interested in coming out for the breakfast and taking in everything, soaking in all that history, do they need reservations, or how do you go about it?
They do. You must call Waveland. Our phone number is on the website. We will need to know by Wednesday, since it is coming up.
All right, so that's the deadline to join in on all of the fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
We're tracking some showers and storms right now. Anticipate more of those in the afternoon. Let's check in right now with Micah.
Yeah, and they're really sparking up now. Still, it looks like that BG Parkway all the way as you roll off into Fayette County, and that Lexington southbound. That is your best bet for some rain, as it's trying to actually push southbound. So we're going to be watching this, but these thunderstorms right now are sparking up a lot of heavy rain, also some lightning as well, and this is all moving northeast. Guys, in the southeast, that's still my main concern as we travel off into the rest of the afternoon. And this is kind of your breakdown of what you can expect. The best chance of rain still looks like that Lexington southbound, even including Moorhead, but best chance farther south and southeast you go. That's the better opportunity for some flooding too, and Chris Bailey will be in here. They'll let you know all about that at 4 p.m.
All right, let's keep our eye on, and of course, updates at WKYT.com.
The Young and the Restless is next, followed by the Talk at 2. Have a great day.